Night of Destruction number 2 on the low budget season number 5. And folks, welcome in as we get ready to tear up some more stuff. As per usual, Tommy, 5 seasons of this. This is the event number 2 of the year, so it's still early in the year, but it doesn't stop us from thrashing early, does it?
No, not at all. I mean, this event didn't catch us off guard. We just weren't ready. Yeah. But I was able to find a car. I didn't have an Enduro car. But there's going to be a Derby later on in these events. And you know what? I found me a car. I'm going to just try to run it in the Enduro. It was a Powder Puff Derby car from last year in October. So this car has been kind of sitting around. I was told that I'm going to stick a battery in it and it works. And it did. So I think it's Enduro ready. I'm just going to be missing the hood was all buckled in from the Derby. I took the hood off for style points, but also because I didn't want to fix it.
Yeah, so going into this Enduro, we knew heading into it that Rainbow Dash 3.0, the Rainbow Dash I've been running, is a car that's had some issues, including overheating. We've done a little bit of work to it, hoping to resolve those issues, and we'll see what happens in this event. So Rainbow Dash ready to go for another Enduro. But as you talked about, Tommy, even headed into at the end of last night when we were doing prep, we still didn't know what exactly you were going to be doing, as far as the Enduro, and especially with the Derby. And so once you figured out, okay, I am good to run this car from the Powder Puff that happened back in months ago, that, hey, the car is good enough to run in the Enduro. But you're one of the few, if not the only car that's going out there without a hood. Yeah. You're going out there without a trunk. And we'll talk a little bit more about that on the Demolition Derby episode. So that'll be coming up here in just a little bit. We know that we're going to be doing 3 events, but something also came up in regards to the trailer race, but we'll get into those details a little bit later on as well, because first off, Tommy, it's Enduro racing. Heading into this event, we knew that there was going to be a race before the Enduro. So Tommy and I were figuring, hey, we're totally going to get on track on time, right? Certainly, Tommy, I'm sure we will at least be close.
Well, we had some time, so why not? My car was fairly ready to go. I put the battery in it earlier. It fired up. I'm good to go. Your car, we just had to put some water in it earlier, and it should be ready to go.
All right. Well, let's see how soon we get on the racetrack, folks. It's the first event of Season 5's Night of Destruction number 2. Good luck.
Thank you. I'll need it.
We will. might not be out there long.
What?
Car's already pegged. That doesn't look good. Going out for the Enduro. Huh? Enduro. Figure 8 or just regular? Enduro. Hi. I was gonna haul ass over here, and then I saw all the fire guys right here.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what the hell's going on.
It says I'm pegged, but I don't see steam or anything. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Night of Destruction. It's what, number 2? Night of Destruction number 2. We're only 8 laps down.
No, it's 3.
3? Only 8 laps down.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're high ass budget. I will tell you this, I am thirsty. I think it's working at full blast because the sensor thinks I'm overheating. All right, have fun.
At a intersection. Who is that? Is it me or did they wave the checkered on accident? The race is over. I don't know what's up. What would be up with this car? Like, why would I be overheating? Sayla, I can't do it. Sayla, I can't do it, Sayla! Thank you, gentlemen, Sayla. Next up, skid plate.
The Enduro is finished, and we totally didn't even come close to getting on track on time.
Well, we had the right idea. Something was going on with your car. Like,
Well,
I think the event just surprised you. My car, I wanted to make sure you were good to go. My car was not at all prepped, if there would be, you know how well we do it, for the Enduro. I was only caring about the Derby. That car was going to be running the Derby, so the Enduro was total afterthought. Your car was specific for the Enduro, and you had problems.
Yeah, well, part of the issue was that we set up our cars, we got ready throughout the day. We went and worked our autograph session, and then I think we got back into the pits and went, okay, cool, just a couple little things left to do. The late model race ended up going by very quickly, which didn't help us at all. And yeah, I think we were just about at the ready point and went, oh crap, we need chain. So we had to chain up everything. Got on track. The Enduro isn't really our main focus on any of these nights. We're out there to have fun, and boy, did we have some fun.
Oh, there was a lot of people that had fun. We had fun as drivers. A lot of carnage on the track, which made it fun for us trying to drive around it and for the crowd. But then another guy had fun just trying to protect his little motocross truck.
So the backstory behind this, as you saw in it and probably went, what the hell is going on here? That event also had a motocross event. They decided, hey, what if we brought in motorcycles? I don't know whose idea it was, but I know for us, the drivers of the Derby and the crazy stuff, I was kind of excited about having dirt out on the racetrack. The problem is that my excitement and everyone else's excitement with having dirt on the track was this guy's demise, because he's like, no, I just set up this track. It's beautiful for my motorcycles, but it's right next to our track, and so people are going off course, hitting it, and the guy got pissed off and decided the best way to deal with that is to run out on the track himself.
And throw his cone.
He threw it. He was not happy with that cone.
No, but yeah, that was funny, and you and I, we eyeballed that track thinking, man, you know, this thing's going to get knocked over. These cones are going to get knocked around. This track's going to get run over. Hopefully these guys don't mind too much.
Yeah, and they did.
Oh, they did.
They did. Now, a couple of notes with this racetrack. First off, this was I loved this track. It had its speed sections, but it was actually a very slow track, especially in the corners with the dirt, because you weren't able to get a lot of speed. You had to make your way through those turns. Another factor in this race was the time it happened at. Tommy, there was a lot of sun to look into on the front straightaway.
Oh, big time. And that's something that's funny enough that a lot of the race car people have to deal with too when they're racing into the sun like that. We directly were affected by it because I feel like, you know, all of the front straightaway was a blind corner.
Yeah. So it was definitely something to deal with. As we saw, we also ended up with a car upside down at the end of the race, and that driver got out and he felt like a rock star.
Well, he is now, because he was the one who ended the party early.
Yeah.
Just a little bit early.
Yeah,
so.
right on the last lap, we ended up getting that red flag. Now, you and I, we pulled out about 8 laps late, so obviously, as you see in our results, nothing too spectacular to really talk about. But, I mean, it was fun. I know that my car's still overheating.
Yeah.
But it looked like your Derby car's ready for the Derby.
Yeah, my car, I mean, you saw how intense I took that event. I did everything but the actual track. And, but no, that car was my little shakedown, and it worked. No problems.
All right, well, that's going to lead us to the next event, Tommy. One that you're not going to be in going into this, but the skid plate race is coming up next. We'll see what I can do in my old place.